Alright, we're in a 2-bedroom apartment. We've already made a video showing the vacuuming of the carpets and everything. We're going to have to clean this floor. Open this for a second to see if we get better light. Give you an idea what that's like. He's working on the kitchen. We've already done the bathrooms. Everything, like I said, has been vacuumed. It has not been carpet cleaned yet. And we're just cleaning the floors. We're not putting down a finish. That's something the maintenance guys will do. Get a look at the carpet. It's hard to see because we got all our stuff over there. Kitchen floor's just been mopped and it's drying. That little area in here. Of course, we're going to be using these floors when we're doing our carpet cleaning. So here's the other bedroom. And it does have some stains. Alright, we're going to do the floor cleaner real quick because we need to do it first. This video is going to be using the Oreck Orbiter on the carpets and the rug doctor to extract everything with. So it's going to be a new thing we're going to try out, see how it works. So we're going to show the floor cleaning just a little bit in this room here. So stay tuned and we'll show the carpet cleaning afterwards. Alright, he's just going over with a black stripping pad. We put down a little bit of Fabuloso mixed with water. It doesn't take very much Fabuloso, but Fabuloso has a 7 pH, so it's a neutral floor cleaner. And it also doesn't, it's really good because it doesn't leave any kind of stickiness or any residue behind. So if you're going to do floors, just for cleaning, it's a good chemical to use, and it's not very expensive.
Put the camera back up there. I'm gonna get this whole outer edge done so I don't have to worry about it later.
This doesn't take terribly long to do. So some pretty bad stains and stuff in the floor. If you need to put a little downward pressure down on the machine, you just raise the handle straight up in the air.
Hang on, my pad's slipping.
We're gonna have to mop this when he's finished because this is not the final look of the floor at all. It's gonna have to be gone over. This is just breaking everything loose. Now you can work the area for as long as you need to, and you can always add a little bit more of
As long as you keep it wet.
yeah, keep it damp. You don't want to let it dry up.
You can be here for the next 2 or 3 hours if you want to.
If you let it dry up, you got to go back over it again and break it loose. Looks like it's bad, maybe slipping a little bit.
It's because I bumped the carpet.
What we got on the bottom of our driver, we've got some green like scouring pads, the real thin ones, like 3M pads. And we just trimmed them to fit inside of that, and that holds onto the teeth a little bit. That way you don't have to carry your stripper pads and stuff off the bottom of the driver. But it can slip a little bit if you tilt the machine a little bit.
It'll slip if you bump something.
Yeah, if you bump something, or if you like try to heal the machine without thinking about it, something like that, the pad can slip out from underneath. But as long as you take your time, it works pretty good. Now we're just going to mop this with a carpet bonnet, but it may take a little while to get all this moisture up because you got the floors pretty damp. It's easy if you have a shop vac with a squeegee attachment to do it that way too. Or even with our rub doctor, if we got a hose for it, we could just use the rub doctor as a shop vac for that part because it'll pick up anything that's liquid, just not dry stuff. And so that would be kind of something with us. We could, if we did that, we'd have a tool that does carpets and floors. We could use it both ways. But since we don't have a hose for our rub doctor, it's kind of a pointless endeavor. And rub doctors will not pick up water off floors very good. They don't have a good enough squeegee effect for hard floors, just the carpet. So you go over your whole floor, then you mop it a little bit, and if you see something you need to scrub a little bit more with a black pad, then just do that one little area and mop it again. Because once you get all this water down and it's been smeared around, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing 100%. Now the Oreck does a good job. You can see they've got white baseboards, they've even got white caulking. So the Oreck does a pretty good job of not really making a mess on the baseboard. It's not that you couldn't make a mess, it's just most of the time it works fine. So the little red thing gonna come out?
Yep. Rub it.
I scraped on that with a hand scraper, and it didn't really do anything for it, so I'm glad the pad took it right out.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is be smart about this, and I'm going to spray the floor with some more Fabuloso and get it wet so it won't dry up on me while I'm mopping it out. I'll have to do more mopping, but there's nothing worse than trying to mop a dry floor. You can't mop a dry floor, you want it wet. And I may have some trouble because it looks like my spray is running low. I'm going to fix it with water.
That's not dry over there.
I'll go ahead and mop it too when I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to stop the camera here just because we're going to put the 40 minutes of floor cleaning.
He can turn it on when we do some of the mopping.
Yeah, I'll show a little bit of the mopping, but it's gonna take a while because you're gonna have to go over it a few times, so. He's spraying the floor right now, and I'll come back when he's mopping and show a little bit of that, but I'm not gonna show all of it because it's gonna take a while to get the floors completely cleaned up. And we're still gonna have it where we have to walk on these floors when we're carpet cleaning, so it's probably, we're gonna have to mess with them again when we're done, so. Stay tuned just a little bit longer, I'll show a little bit of the mopping, then we'll get right to the carpet cleaning with the Oreck and the Rug Doctor. So stay tuned. Alright, he's just using a bonnet to mop with, and again, this can take a little while because once it gets to where it looks like it's smeary, you have to go clean your bonnet.
But these bonnets absorb quite a bit before the smearing takes in. If you try this at home with one of these machines, make sure when you get done on a big area, clean it with a black pad, respray it with liquid. It seems like it'll make it more to mop up and make it messier, but it keeps the stuff from drying down. You don't want the dirt to dry. Then you gotta scrub it with a black pad all over again. And that's the worst thing of all.
Alright, well that gives you a basic idea kind of how you do that. And I'm gonna save our battery and everything for the carpet cleaning, so keep watching. He's gonna flip the pad is what he's doing.
That's dirty.
Yeah, you can see the pad's pretty dirty. That was a brand new pad?
Yeah, never been used. But it soaked up a ton of dirt too.
So stay tuned for the carpet cleaning. Now he cleaned the bonnet out in the sink real good. And he's going over it again with a damp bonnet. The big thing is, once you get it where you think you're done, you gotta stay off until it dries. With a damp bonnet, it's gonna dry within 10 minutes. But you can just mop your footprints out as you back out of the room, so it's pretty
When I'm
easy.
done with this, I'll flip the bonnet over and get one more mop and it will be done.
It looks different, maybe we turn the overhead light on so we can see a little better, but the overhead light always blows out the camera, so it makes it so the video looks funny, so that's why it might make it look a bit different too. But anyway, we'll get to the carpet cleaning now. Alright, we've got one of the bedrooms done, he's working on the other one. So we went over this first with the Oreck and we just scrubbed the stained areas and stuff, we didn't do the whole carpet. And it looks pretty good. And then he went over it with the Rug Doctor to extract. And then we raked it, so that room's done. Okay, we're using one of these wave break mop buckets. You can see the little wave breaks in here. And that keeps it from sloshing, but what we figured out is if you fill it just over the wave break, you can fill that machine all the way to the top twice with one bucket. And since it's got wheels on it, it's easy to roll it around. Another thing we liked about it is the width of the bucket is a little bit wider than the machine. So when you're pouring water into the machine underneath the white bucket, the bucket comes up over the top here. And so you can pour the bucket a little bit deeper. With a 5-gallon bucket, you run into the hood and you can only tip it so far. So that's working pretty good. And there he is, he's doing the work. He's not doing the whole carpet, just the stained areas. Maybe along the threshold there and anywhere where the carpet's matted down from traffic and everything. And so he's gonna do that and go over with the Rug Doctor. And we're gonna show the living room being done. He's already actually done the hall, it's just not raked. But stay tuned and we'll show the actual machines in use doing the job. So that's coming right up.
Alright, we're going to do what's called a dual cleaning mode. Carpet cleaners know about this. You pad clean the carpet, all the dirty stains, and then you flush out everything with an extractor. So that's what we're going to do today. We've never showed you guys this before, but it's one of the things we like to do. When we pad clean by itself, we go over the carpet over and over and over with pads, clean them out, and keep going over the carpet again and again. But when we do like this, we just have to hit the dirty areas because we're going to extract. So we don't have to worry about pad cleaning 100% of the roof over and over and over again. We're not really so much trying to absorb dirt in the pad, although we want to some. Our main goal is to completely scrub the carpet for the extractor. So the extractor just has to make one pass, that way the carpet does not get wet, except for one pass. That's the goal of this method. Whatever that is not going to 100% come out, but it's going to come out a lot. So when you do this method, you really want to hit your traffic areas, which is usually from the front door to the back door, that kind of a thing, or the master bedroom, or whatever leads to a carpeted bathroom. You want to hit those kind of areas real hard with this, because that's where you're going to have your heavy stains that are hard to extract. Now I'm getting ready to change this bonnet because I used it in a part of the video that we didn't show. So it's been used on one side and this side's just about dirty. So I'm about to put a clean bonnet on that's completely washed out and finish the bonneting of this room. In fact, I'm going to do that right now.
While he's doing that, I'm going to show you real quick. This is the other room that we had to do, and there's one strip there that's still damp carpet, so that'll go away when the carpet dries. That's all been raked and everything.
Okay, I got a fresh bonnet. Actually a brand new bonnet, it just started getting used today, so it's probably ready to really get to town. So here we go. Now remember, you guys that are used to watching those bonnet clean rooms, you're used to seeing us do everything. We're not doing that with this. This is just going to be extracted because it's clean and don't have no stains to break loose. So we're going to do the gray areas and the dirty areas with the bonnet. The thing about extracting carpets with all the machines is if you don't have the carpets clean before you extract, you have to make a lot of passes. And there's nothing bad about that except you put more and more water into the carpet. And even though you vacuum most of it up, 4 or 5 passes is still more water than 1 pass. So if you can eliminate making passes by doing this, you're ahead of the game. You don't get the carpet as wet, so it'll still dry very quickly. And that's a bonus. The quicker it dries, the less likely you are to have reoccurring problems, like stains reappearing. Since I'm almost done, I'll flip the pad, and although it don't need flip yet, I'll flip it anyway to finish off what I'm doing. And then we'll start to the extraction with the rug doctor.
When that thing starts, it's going to be kind of loud, so we probably won't talk a lot.
When that thing starts off by talking, you have to scream over it. They work good, but they're loud.
They're loud. They'll drown out the sound of the kids upstairs jumping up and down though.
Yeah. And to let you know, we love bonnet cleaning, but this is just another method. And bonnet cleaning works real good, but this works good too, and it gives you a chance to do some extraction while you're at it. So,
well, one of the reasons we decided to start doing this is we've had a lot of people ask us to make more rug doctor videos, but you know, we also have people that enjoy the Oreck videos. So this way we can kind of show both machines in use on the same job. There'll be times that we may not use both machines, but we're going to try to make a bunch of videos showing both machines for a while anyway.
And we love extracting and bonnet cleaning. We enjoy doing all of it. It's all fun to us. Okay. This area's a little dark, let me hit it a little bit more.
One nice thing is if you leave your Oreck hooked up, if you find a spot with your rub doctor that you may want to scrub a little bit more with the Oreck, because you don't want to have to put a lot of water down, it's real easy just to go grab it and scrub a stain a little bit more if you want to.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna leave it hooked up and just get it all the way. We're gonna start extracting.
You can put it down the hallway if you really want it all your way.
No, this is alright. When I run out of water, I'll move it to the other side. Let me move the cord though. The cord's on my way now.
Alright, we've already filled the machine, the rub doctor up with hot water, just hot tap water. There is no detergent in the machine. We don't put detergent in our machines because it's bad for the pumps to, the residue that's left behind from the detergents. If you don't get it completely flushed out, it's gonna start to dry up the seals, O-rings, things like that. And you also have, there's a piston in there, and if you put the wrong kind of thing in there, it's gonna start to scour the piston and ruin the finish, and that's also gonna be premature wear. So maybe one of the reasons this rub doctor's done about 300 apartments in its lifetime, since 2011, is because of,
Does this show?
yeah,
This will not come out.
it's a bleach
It's a
stop.
bleach stain. It's in there, there's nothing we can do.
But that helps make your machine last a long time.
Here we go.
that clattering sound you heard was when it's run out of water. And you know when it does that, it's time to turn it off and refill the machine.
Let's go look what goes down the stool.
Yeah, that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, see the dirty water looks like.
Alright, hold on, I gotta maneuver this tripod around all this junk. Work nice and easy, so I don't have to clean the toilet. Alright.
So it's pretty dirty. I've seen worse, but this is dirty. Okay, let me put a little water in there. I'm certainly not going to fill it up for what's left. Oh, hang on. Let me move over there. Move this machine out of my way.
I'll go ahead and leave this camera on so you can see and feel the machine. Because that's so much fun to
It's
watch.
a lot of fun, yeah. These machines, they do hurt your back a little bit. I mean, they're work. They work good, but you have to work them. When you got done, you know you did some work. If you don't believe me, buy one of these and do your house.
Now, he's only filling that partially full, by the way.
Yeah, all I got is 3 or 4 passes.
We need to make a video someday showing everybody how to adjust the handle properly. There's a couple things that a lot of common mistakes people make.
We're going to show that video right now.
You know what? First off, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod because it's just easier for this. So excuse the movement. I'm going to show you something real quick first. On the handle, on the switch that's on the side here, I don't know if it'll focus. You have a tool setting, you have a carpet setting. When you have all the hoses in the back connected, it's just like that because you're not using a hand tool at the time. If you accidentally switch this to the tool setting,
you're going to drain water everywhere.
yeah, you don't have to push a button to make water shoot out. It just does it when you turn the machine on. That's an easy way to empty the machine. You can take it out on a porch or something like that and set it in tools and just turn it on and it'll pump out. But if you do it on carpets, you're going to have the soaking wet carpets that rug doctors are famous for.
When you're done using this, if you want to empty the machine without picking it upside down, take it out on the back porch and if you can have the back wheels on your back door on your entryway and have it lean down a little bit, push it on tool and it'll empty the machine for you completely.
If you have a shower, a walk-in shower, you can set
Put it in the shower or put it in your bathtub.
If you can set it on the edge of the tub and turn it on. Now he's going to show you the handle adjustment and there's the lever where you see that little red vice set.
Here's the deal.
I don't even know if you have to turn it on to show
most people get these and they try to use them like this. And when you're using them, you're pulling back, so you're actually
watch the front end.
You're lifting the vacuum up. See?
And that's how your carpets don't
And so
get
that's
dry.
why your carpets, people think their carpets are wet, because they are. They're not vacuuming. What we do is, I put it down a couple of clicks like this. Now when I pull it backwards, I'm actually lifting up in the machine and pushing the vacuum in, like this.
Yeah, you don't want to lift the back wheels off the ground, but what you want to do, if you put the lever the right height, the wheels act like a fulcrum.
Yeah.
And as you pull back, it forces the front end down onto the carpet, increases the suction.
But if you do it like this, you will lift your front end up,
Yeah.
and you won't get hardly no vacuum. When you're done, you're like, why are my carpets wet?
Yeah, the front end will keep lifting off the ground on you all the time, and you won't be able to get. And do not be tempted to put the handle too low so that you're raising the back wheels off the
Let's see how it
ground.
works now as I work. cleaned the entire carpet. And so I got water up the machine and I can either spray the, get the
Spread
water out, or I can use the water in here. And I'll tell you what I do. If I know there's an area where there's heavier stains, like right in here, this is where I'm gonna use to take the water up. I'd rather just do that and clean the carpet a little extra than to go dump the water out. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, by the way, never buy the cheap Kodak tripod unless you like lots of movement. Hey Jay, you want to show a shot of the brush underneath? You want to make a shot of the brush running underneath the machine?
Let me finish this one.
Go run it back a ways and just tilt the front end up in the air. I want people to see the brush.
I'll turn it off a second. Alright, we'll show everybody what the brushes are like.
Now hold on, don't turn it on until I get the camera set. I have to set the camera down kind of low. Alright. You know what? If you want, aim it that way so people can see better because it's in the shadow.
I don't want to move it, dude.
Alright, well.
They can see it, the camera will pick it up.
Leave it there for a second. One thing that's really nice about this brush design, it scrubs deep, but it's also full width. You don't have a place where a belt has to run. And so you don't have to go along and clean your edges. You can see it does real close to the edge when you go up next to your edges.
They'll get right on the edge, that's a fact.
The only gap you really have is at the front. You have a little bit of a gap at the front of the machine, but that's not too bad at all. So we're gonna get all of our stuff picked up. We've got to touch up our floors that we cleaned today, and we're gonna rake the carpets. So I'll try to show you guys what the carpets look like when they're completely done. So stay tuned a little bit longer. All right, we touched the floors back up. They look good, except for one little bad bleach spot. The carpet looks really, really nice, and it's not very damp at all. So it's going to dry pretty quickly. So I would say that the double machine method worked pretty good this time around. So we'll see when we get on a really, really dirty one how that works. But until next time, thanks for watching.